Yeah, literally when Dinko called for his timeout, I was like, oh, I guess I have to go up and be in the channel with my team, but I don't really want to say anything because they're just in the zone, they're just winning.
Welcome back to Leetify Academy, where we have pro casters and everyday players on the same server. Hawka's Heroes and Dinko's Destroyers each have one win in the best of 3, meaning that the next map decides the whole series. If you want the background on how we got here, check out part 1, linked in the description. Otherwise, let's get right into Inferno.
I will peek mid, make sure to don't walk into me, like walk here.
Here we go. They've been able to play in towards this A setup, and look at the aggression from Cheesecake, getting so confident. Bomb is dropped, and Hawka's Heroes are floundering. At this point, it's all about maintaining this advantage.
Cheesecake getting pushed, but off to a strong start. They pick up that pistol.
Glock's out in play. Hawka's Heroes not expected to do too much, but this is beautiful. Balcony pop with flashes off the chimney. This could be a bomb plant. This is lovely from them.
And Drago's only got the scout on the site. That could get awkward. He's going for some fancy shots, but the Vash comes in with the Glock. They can't lose to Glocks, Dinko.
Glocks.
Glocks.
Did you teach them this apartments pop?
I told them that it's something they can do. I didn't specifically tell them to do it with the Glocks. I think they came up with that, but... Oh, hang on a minute.
Okay, KO. There we go. Cleaning up. They need to get on the defuse, and Akari. There we go.
And then, okay, we'll go through all the favorite foods on my team, because why not? The last one, Opsaf, his favorite food, he's put G Fuel. What a gamer. What
Pure
an
gamer
absolute
right
gamer.
there.
And then
he just eats the
Arisaria
powder, doesn't even drink it, just chows down into
Exactly.
powder with a spoon.
We'll see if Opsaf's G Fuel is going to help him out, because we're getting back into the matchup. 3-0 for Dinko's Destroyers.
Here it is. Attack forward in towards Banana. Look at that beautiful Molly execute down into Banana.
Arisaria will be lurking over towards the apartments while the rest of her team group up towards B. Oh, Arisaria actually got a kill with that the other day. She knows that lineup wallbang, and she actually got a kill with it in an MM game. But not today. Honestly, the clip was very cool.
HP was nearly able to claw back an insane 1v3, but Young Drago clutched out yet another 1v1 to secure 4 on the board for Dinko's Destroyers.
Maybe. There's hope.
It's damn close, and he's just about got it.
Nice. How good destroying them.
My heart rate is going too high, Hawk, and I can't be invested in a team right now.
Okay, got half buy into this round. Luca V, you know the banana smoke, right? Where you like throw it off the half wall for the...
Yes.
I think that fast speed play in this round has got a pretty good chance of getting you an early kill. So let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is a bad call from me, but it's worked. It's worked, but not really. A carry comes in with a FAMAS play, and, well, it's not looking so great right now for the Hawka's Heroes. They are down to just 2 players, but they're not using the utility. They're not using it. They're just going in with the fights and the rifles. Now they know where the last player is. Surely HP Sauce playing from Barbecue, but the time it's ticking. Pihu doesn't even have a kit.
You got it.
Oh, I don't even...
Nice. What a round by HP.
Huge round.
So we're going to start with 3 players on Banana. The problem was in that last round where we seen the alt pick of Young Drago, you did really well to get the kill, but there was nobody supporting you, right? There was no one there with you. You guys need to molly Banana every round.
I got the molly.
I'm gonna flash, okay? I'm gonna flash. Fall on.
Okay, so we need 3 players early B. Just get that Banana control, try and slow them down, discourage them from going B.
How'd the timeout go, Dinko?
Was good. I mean, we tried to cover a lot in such a short amount of time. We'll see how this goes. We did start 3B early to try and challenge down Banana and just get that first pick.
Wow.
Didn't happen.
Look at that. Boost over the top for HP Source. Early kill onto Fiyu. His teammate's gone down. He throws the smoke, goes for the aggression. Confident play from Sakeo, but now he's committed.
And Hawka's Heroes, have to say, are doing way better on this team front right now. This is looking much better from them.
But it is the 5-3 half we were expecting. You guys on Dinko's Destroyers are getting the strong starts to the halves quite often. And then we seem to be able to just about bounce back. Oh, I'm interested in these nades and flashes. 2 nades, 4 flashes total.
Good start to the round with that first pick. They're already in towards the A site. Really thought about in terms of where this bomb is. And it cost them so many times. Like, look at this. This should have been a clean, easy round for them to put the bomb down. But now they're just losing the round out because there's a massive step up from HP Sauce. Suddenly it's Pihu left in a 1 versus 3, and he's caught.
Yeah, and that flash did come into play on that second kill for HP Source, which was nice from the Hawka's Heroes side. Inferno living up to the hype for the final map.
Yeah, 5-0 start to now 5 rounds in a row, most likely for Hawka's Heroes. I do not see them losing to that. Look at that nade damage from Arasaria. Chunking them all down so low. It's going to hold down Mouse 1 for 4. Block kill, but...
You did 300 damage with an H.
Bro, what? Calm down.
Her Discord description says she's the queen of Kobe's. She definitely got it right there. 311 nade damage.
The first buy round of their T-half is looking promising for Dinko's Destroyers when they get a few entries on the B site, but some crucial kills are returned when the CT smoke fades.
Nice work on the comeback, everybody. They're taking the timeout now. If we're starting with the 3B, obviously just need to be ready for the potential fast A, and the fast rotate. But against that low buy earlier, Arasaria, you just completely destroyed.
Oh, shredding, nothing else.
Right down.
MP9 is just OP.
I think they're going to go for a fast like half by here, so we want to play a little bit more passive. Molly early round as well.
I don't know if any of you know the chimney flash.
Yeah, I know.
Or double flash that. Everybody charge out. So we're going to try and overrun the AWP of Arasaria. So we can close this one. We can pull this all the way back.
I'm so impressed. My team is keeping track of your economy by themselves, Dinko. They said, I think they're going to go for a fast half buy round here, is what HP Source was saying. So I don't know if you called for that in the timeout, but we'll see.
They think I called for a fast half buy round. Oh, what are they thinking?
It could have been good, but this flash will blind Arasaria. She's looking for the fallback, and she's caught out early.
Oh, I try my best to be impartial, but I can't, Hawka. This is now working out. They're onto the site. They've taken down the AWP. That was the first step. Lukavi's starting to come through now to try and get this round done. Starting to fight it out. AWP's dropped in the site. I mean, they got the bomb down. Can't close out the round. It's completely cleaned up.
Not a bad call, Dinko, to be honest. You got onto the site.
Yeah, it's just kind of a chaotic situation that you can make a lot of mistakes in. But I told them to go for a fast B play in this round. It looks like 3 players are starting on B for the CTs. This could be a bit of a disaster. And now they go forward in towards the site. They've really got to try and force that Coffins player off. Look at the swing from HP Sauce. The sting in the play just got taken out by the utility of Hawka's Heroes.
Nice. Legends.
One close.
Nice.
5 in a row to now 8 in a row for Hawka's Heroes. What a turnaround.
Up against match point, Dinko's Destroyers are going to need a miracle to turn things around.
Seems like they really like going B, though. Oh, okay, Cheesecake, that's better. And a follow-up from Cheesecake as well. Maybe this one isn't done. It has to be Opsaf holding this one. The round entirely on his shoulders. There's the first kill. The second nearly picked up, but a carry luckily in with a trade. And Dinko's Destroyers will stay alive. Oh, the tension must be building for both of these teams now at this point. Such a decisive point in the game. If Dinko's Destroyers win this round, the economy for Hawka's Heroes is in the bin. Dinko's Destroyers would then have a chance to tie it up for overtime. Here goes Lukavi into the apartment, spots his shoulder, swings, and the first player's down. No trade kill for Dinko's Destroyers. Look at Lukavi's position. This is so good, though. They're not going to be checking him. And this might just cost them. Headshot from Cheesecake. Not a lot of time. They're going to run to B, but there's not enough time to do that. Oh, I think they've run out of time now, Hawka. I think
they won't have time to clear everything. They won't have time to clear.
Nice. GG!
HP. Nice job, guys.
Let's go!
GG's!
Oh my god.
And that's it closed. Hawka's Heroes take the win.
Listen, I called them the heroes for a reason, Dinko. No, but seriously, good games.
I think the biggest prize is obviously the improvements they've been able to make. And even though Hawka's Heroes take the win, the improvements that we've seen from both teams from last week to now is massive, right?
So it's been that nice balance between enjoyment and that little bit of competition, which we know Counter-Strike is all about.
And what the casters just said there is totally correct. The players improved immensely during the academy, and we have the stats to prove it. Dominant performances from Cheesecake and Young Drago propelled the Destroyers to victory on Mirage. Young Drago put up a very solid +5 Leetify rating, but Cheesecake's +11.67 is a testament to just how unstoppable their Mirage performance was. Cheesecake's opening duels were incredibly valuable in Map 1, and likely a big part of this super high rating. These Leetify rating leaders remained the same for Dust 2, but the overall values got much closer together. Interestingly, Hawka's Heroes got the victory on Map 2 even though the top 2 rated players in the server were Destroyers. This shows just how close Map 2 was, and also that contributions were strong across the board from the heroes' side. It was particularly notable that Hawka's heroes had a similar number of nades thrown compared to the destroyers, but the effectiveness of nades was night and day between the two teams. The destroyers didn't get a single flash assist or deal any damage with their HEs, but the heroes' flashbangs were incredibly effective across the board. Inferno brought about a brand new top 3, with Hawka's heroes sweeping the Leetify rating podium. Cheesecake put up time to damage and crosshair placement numbers that look closer to Na'Vi stats than Nova stats, but this is an example of how having a well-rounded game tends to be more impactful than being a pro at a few aim mechanics. During the week of the Academy, Hawka's heroes improved their team average rank by 1 full skill group. For one short week, this is an insane improvement to average a rank up across the board. Dinko's destroyers improved their team average by 3/5 of a rank, which is slightly less than the heroes. Perhaps this shows why the heroes ended up having a slight edge in the show match. I also checked back in on where the players are at now, 3 months after the show match concluded. Hawka's heroes essentially maintained their improvements from the end of the Academy, with the average only sliding down 1/5 of a rank. Dinko's destroyers, however, jumped up a full rank on average since the end of the show match. Perhaps the defeat lit a bit of a fire beneath them, because it looks like they've been on the grind. Either way, it's really heartening to see that the effort put in during the Academy has paid off long term, as both teams have retained their improvements. I was curious about how some of the more granular stats may have changed for these players as a result of participating in the Academy. For this section, I compared individual stats in the month before and after the Academy. The destroyers showed improvement across the board in their aim stats, as their headshot ac, counter-strafing, crosshair placement, and time to damage all improved. This points to more focus and intention when taking fights. The more accurately you anticipate your opponent's location, the less you'll have to adjust to get the kill. The most notable of these aim improvements were a 30 millisecond decrease in time to damage by both Akari and Cheesecake. On the hero side, Arasaria and HP both saw a nice jump in their flashbang effectiveness, with a 3% increase in flashbangs leading to kills. This is a great indicator of cohesion as a team, because it means that more people were following up when you blinded opponents. Arasaria showed incredible improvement in utility overall. Besides this jump in flash kill percentage, she also boasted a solid increase in HE damage and a massive increase in percentage of CT smokes that stopped a push. I asked a few follow-up questions right when the players got out of the server to see how we can make this even better next time.
The favorite part for me was the coaching from Dinko. We could actually ask him questions about it, and I wish it would be possible to get coached every day like that.
The overall experience of being with him in the voice chat, telling us what to do, where we're making mistakes. He was a really big influence on us, on our improvement as a team. I'd honestly just change the result.
The result?
Yeah.
Fair. It was a close one. It was a nail biter. Those always hurt the most.
I wish it was long matches.
Short matches are weird. Yeah, short matches are weird.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if that Mirage game wasn't for the long match, we would actually have been able to turn it around.
Yeah.
Possible.
They should just do it with long matches next time.
I think this did a great job of showing just how entertaining CS can be, no matter what level you're playing at. You don't need to be a pro to have fun improving at the game, or to create nail-biter rounds that are entertaining for an audience. Obviously, want to give a huge thanks to Dinko and Hawka. Props to them for cultivating an amazing atmosphere during the Academy and really bringing the hype during the show match. Shout out to our observer Dark for catching the action during the show match, and thanks to everybody else who made the wheels turn on the day of the live stream. And finally, we couldn't have done this without each of the players. Since this was the first Leetify Academy, we definitely had to work out a few issues along the way. What region and rank should we aim for next time? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to follow us on Twitter so that you see when we release the sign up for the next one. This was a bit of a departure from our normal content, so we would love your thoughts on it. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.
Awesome. That was a good project, guys. Really love that. Pleasure spending some time with you all. Thank you as well,
Same.
Young Drago, for hopping in, man. And
No problem.
last minute stand in. You were sick. See you guys another time.
Thanks, bye.
Alright, who's down to play MM now?